So anyway, this is part 2 to the other video, which has no name yet. It might just be called Random Crap. I don't know, because this is just random thoughts and things. But I was also thinking about I've read a whole lot of things that are kind of influencing my thoughts right now and just making me think of other things as well. I was thinking about underlying racism and things that racism that we project on ourselves, like people thinking that, one, just all black people are lazy, white trash people, Mexicans do lawns and shit, and all Mexicans do lawns, Asians are good at math, or whatever the case may be, just a bunch of stupid stereotypical things. But those are just some basics that we all know, hear, have said, whatever the case may be. But then I was thinking about underlying things that we don't think about that we do regularly. And for example, the other day, my goddaughter, goddaughters rather, I was with them. Sorry, I keep scratching my nose. It itches. I'm not picking boogers. I was drawing with them. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw the little drawing or whatever that my goddaughter was trying to teach me how to do braids or whatever. I drew an afro, trying to show them some drawings, and I drew an afro on the girl that I was drawing. And they said, "Why didn't you give her regular hair? Why did you give her an afro? Ew." And I was like, what? An afro is regular hair. It's just different than some other hair. Why didn't you give her a ponytail or straight hair or something? And I was like, I didn't make a big deal out of it. I took it as I made it like a little teaching moment. There are people who have afros and they're nice and whatever. And the funny thing is, just a sidebar, that my hair the way it is right now, well, not right now, because nobody likes my hair the way it is at this very moment. But my hair cut, even when it's done properly the way it is right now, my goddaughters were like, "Oh, I don't like your hair like that. I like it when it was long and curly, but not too long." But basically my hair was an afro. It was a curly fro. You guys, if you've been following me or whatever, you know what my hair looked like. It was big and curly and whatever. And they like that better than they like my hair now. And mind you, my goddaughters they're under 10 years old. But I just find it very interesting that these kids, they're projecting, and things are being projected onto them. This is an 8-year-old, and she thinks that afros are bad. Just simply because, not for any other reason than that they're bad. And I remember there being a thing where she wanted her hair straightened. It's just, I don't know, just a bunch of underlying things. Like me, I've always been a person, excuse all the camera moving and all that crap. I'm holding my phone and just, whatever. But I digress. I've always been a person that, when people, they see a black person walk down the street, a white woman may grip her bag a little tighter or whatever the case may be, so on and so forth. I've always been a person that if you're black walking behind me, you're white walking behind me, old, Latino, whatever, I don't care. I don't trust you. You are not me. You have a potential to hurt me. That's just how I feel. When I'm on the train, if you sit next to someone in specific, let's say New York, you're on the train, you sit next to someone, they grip their bags up, they move their stuff. If you're an old white lady or a young black male, if you sit next to me and my bag is in where you can be, and it's close enough for you to reach in and try to sneak something out, then I move my bag. I don't care about your race, your age, whatever. Everybody has potential to do wrong. And that's how I think, in general. So if I'm going to be paranoid, I'm going to be paranoid, period. I'm not going to single out a particular race. Now, that's not to say that I've never been like, okay, here come a group of black kids. They might cause me trouble, but I also think they're white kids. That's just me. It's just me. I go based on how you are acting in the moment, and how I feel. I don't know. It's just, It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And it's hard. It's hard for the soul. And to be spiritual and think positively when these things are happening. And it's like, why? Why are these things still going on? It's been hundreds and hundreds of years. Not hundreds and hundreds, but it's been hundreds of years since slavery and all that. Like, why? I'm about to say, why can't we all just get along? But I kind of want to just forget that I was going to say that. But it's true. Like, why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all be equal in our... And we're all people. We're all people. And I know, like, I have friends who like, oh, you'll mess with white people. Like, you'll have, like, yeah, so, like, I don't care. Racially, like, when it comes to dating, I don't have... Yes, I have preferences. And I have things that I like. But as far as, like, race... I don't really have, like, not that I don't have a preference. I do have a preference. But I'm attracted to all races, and I don't see a problem with that. And nationalities, and I see the beauty in different people from different places for different reasons. Like, I find redheads very attractive. Like, I think redheads are very attractive. I also find very dark-skinned black to be very attractive. And I also find Latinos to be attractive. It's just different. It's just, they're different things. And I also think Middle Easterns, like a particular sort of Middle Eastern person, South Asian, is just like, oh my God, it's like, that's gorgeous. And like, so to me, it just runs the gamut for me. And there's just so many things I don't understand why they are still the way they are. And whether any of this makes sense or not, I don't know. I'm just speaking because I can. And I want to, and I just feel like the need to get some of these things out because there's just so much going on. I don't know. I just am bothered by a lot of things. And I just think that we all just need to get to a place where it's love. It's love. And that's that. Like, it just needs to be love. And the funny thing for me is that I think also another reason why, like, I grew up around a bunch of racist black people. So, and I never really got to see in my life the things that they were being racist about. Obviously, most of them, they grew up in a different time. They saw different things than I did. But they also kind of lived a different lifestyle than I did as well. Or as I do or did, whatever. But, I don't know. It just needs to stop. Racism, like, what is the point of disliking, hating, or treating someone differently solely based on the color of their skin? It's a problem. And it happens within communities too. Like, there are Hispanics who look white, and there are Hispanics who look black and darker than me. It's just weird. And then there are people who are black, who have albinism, and they are whiter than white people. So it's just stupid. It's fucking stupid is what it is. And I think that's the first time I cursed in this whole video. Is it? That's interesting. It's new for me. But, I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. So I'm just going to go, and I keep scratching my nose. I'm not digging in my nose. Maybe it is. It looks like I'm digging in my nose. Whatever. My nose itches. I don't know. I just wish you all the best. And I just hope we all think about our actions and the things we say daily and do. And, also shout out to Savon Champel. I was reading a few of his postings today, just based on spirituality and racism and homophobia and all these different things going on in the world, and how we can't just glaze over them with the guise that being spiritual and God will take care of all of it. And yeah, God will eventually, but there are things we have to put in the work too. And we have to be aware of what's going on and work on changing it, not individually, as a community, as a world community, not just individual people, but it takes the individuals to build the community. So much love, people, and I'm just gonna stop here because, like I said, I'm ranting, and that is that for now. I wish you all the best. I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna make videos a ton of times and blah blah blah. I'm just gonna do what I do when I do it.